So let's start in a comfortable seated position with the legs crossed and the hands on the knees. Today's practice is a positive energy flow, focusing on releasing any negative energy and replacing it with positive energy. With each inhale, I want you to think about something or someone that brings you joy. And on your exhale, you're just blowing out that air that carries whatever other mental rubbish that you'd like to dispose of during this practice today. Now I want you to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly, feeling the rise of the belly, followed by the rise of the chest. And with each exhale, the chest lowers and the belly deflates. Now just continue this pattern of breathing, inhaling your positive thoughts and exhaling all the negative thoughts or any baggage that you might be bringing to the mat today. Let's take in one more big inhale and exhale all that air. So now we're going to stretch the neck and get loosened up a little bit. So let's take the hands to the knees and drop the chin to the chest, making sure the shoulders are dropped. And you feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck, down through the spine. And return the head to neutral. Let's take the right hand to the left temple and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And exhale, return to neutral. We'll take the left hand to the side of the right ear or temple and drop the left ear to the left shoulder, lengthening through the right side of the neck, dropping the right shoulder down. And return the neck to neutral. Let's start circling the neck in one direction all the way around. And stopping with the chin at the chest. Take both hands, interlace the fingertips, and press your head lightly down so your chin Just a little bit of a deeper stretch and release. Roll your neck in the other direction. Let's return to neutral. Now let's take the right hand to the mat. Reach the left arm up and over, lengthening out the left side. Inhale up, exhale, drop to the other side, taking the right arm up and over. Big stretch through the right side, the torso, up into the arm. Inhale, exhale over to the other side. Inhale up and exhale one more time to the other side. And inhale up. Now we're going to exhale, reach it forward. Nice stretch in the low back, reaching those fingertips far forward, dropping the forehead to the floor if you can. Maybe you want to place a block under your forehead here. Making sure we keep our sitting bones or hip bones on the floor. And inhale, release back up to neutral. Let's inhale, bring the chest forward, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck it all under, dropping the chin to the chest for seated cat-cows. Inhaling, sticking out the chest, lifting the chin. And exhaling, rounding the spine, dropping the chin to the chest. Last exhale here, rounding the back. And now we're going to get into a tabletop position and start stretching out our wrists. So let's take the palms down, fingertips forward, and we'll start to rock it back and forth. And let's flip the fingertips in towards the knees. Palms are down, rocking it back and forth. Now keeping the palms down, take the fingertips in towards each other and start rocking it side to side or in a circle, making sure if we circle, we're getting both directions. And keeping the fingertips facing each other, flip the palms up, rocking it side to side, making sure our weight is not in our wrists, but rather in our lower body. And let's flip the palms back down, keeping the fingertips facing each other. Getting an extra good stretch here in the side of the forearm. And flipping the palms up, fingertips out, rocking side to side, weight is in the lower body. And let's move into some cat-cows from tabletop position. Inhaling, dropping the chest, lifting the chin. And on your exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest, pull through the belly button up into the spine. Inhaling, dropping the chest. Exhaling, tucking it all under, pulling the belly button into the spine. And we'll do a couple more breaths here. Last one, inhaling, lift the chin, and exhale, tuck it all under. On the next exhale, let's take the right arm under the left, And to thread the needle, keeping the hips over the knees. And maybe reach that left arm out for more of a stretch. You can even deepen the stretch by taking that left arm and wrapping it around the body. Maybe grabbing onto the inner right thigh. And just focus on your breath here, feeling the stretch, trying to keep your hips even, square to the mat. On your exhale, let's unwind, bring it back to tabletop position. And we're going to reach the left arm under the right. Again, making sure the hips are directly over the knees. And maybe you want to stretch that right arm out in front of you. If this is too much, you can always return your hand back to the face, or you can reach it up and wind it around, reaching toward the inside of the left thigh. And let's exhale, bring it back to tabletop position. Now we're going to come into a plank. Start warming up the core. Make sure you tuck the belly button into the spine, retract the shoulder blades, and tuck the pelvis under. Let's open up into a side plank, lifting the left arm up. And exhale, return to plank. Inhale, let's lift the right arm up into a side plank. And exhale, return to plank. Now let's either jump or step the feet in between the hands. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And exhale, bring those hands to heart. And that completes our warm-up. Let's begin with Sun Sal A. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold, hug the knees to the chest. Inhale, flat back, lift the chin. Exhale, step or jump the feet back into a plank. And inhale, press into upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump, step the feet back up, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, forward fold, chest to the knees. Inhale, round the back, arms all the way up. And repeat. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, step or jump the feet back into a plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Jump, step the feet in, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, take those arms up overhead. Swan dive forward on your exhale. Inhale, lift the chin or the chest, flat back. Exhale, jump or step the feet back into a plank. Lower the body, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step those feet back together. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Repeat twice more. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the chin or the chest. Exhale, forward fold, chest to knees. And inhale, stand it on up. We have one more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, step or jump into plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. So now we're going to add chair pose and warrior one. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest, flat back. Exhale, jump into a plank. And upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's inhale, step the left foot forward, lift the arms, warrior one. Exhale, drop the hands back to the mat, step it into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take the right foot forward, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, place the hands back to the mat and step it back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, jump those feet in, lift the back and the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, and stand it on up. We're going to repeat twice more. And let's go into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest and the chin. Exhale, jump into plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, lift the arms, warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, step back into plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, right foot forward. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat, step into plank. Lower the body and inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, jump or step those feet flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop into chair pose as you stand it on up. One more time here. Lower into your chair. Exhale, forward fold, chest to knees. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest flat back. Exhale, jump into plank and lower into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press into downward dog. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands. Press it back into plank, chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, right foot comes forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank, lower the body. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, jump those feet forward, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. As we stand it on up, good job, hands to heart. Okay, so we're going to move it on down to the floor for our preparation poses. And we're going to start in hero's pose or Virasana. I want you to spread the knees and the legs parallel so that you're able to sit right in between the feet with your heels and your toes cupping the glutes and the hips, placing the hands on your knees, and just regaining your breath here. We're going to move into camel's pose or Ustrasana. Let's take the right hand to the back heel, lift the left arm up and over, stretching out the back here. And let's take the left hand to the left heel, take the right arm up and over, Now we're going to move into full camel. So you can take what other side you prefer first and reach back to those heels. If you need to place some blocks in between your feet, feel free to do so. Or you can always come up onto your toes. Maybe if you want to stay on one side or the other, you can do that. Or you can just practice with one at a time. Taking some deep inhales and exhales. And we're going to move it into extended puppy pose. So from tabletop, take the arms forward. You want to keep your hips over the knees as much as possible. And drop those armpits down into the ground. Find some deep breaths here, really stretching out the thoracic spine, the neck. Reaching those arms forward. And let's drop the hips to the ground right into Sphinx pose. So we're on the forearms, lengthening the spine here, extending the neck from the shoulders. And slowly lower to the ground into reverse corpse pose. You can interlace the fingertips and rest the forehead on your fingers. Regaining the breath here as we prepare for frog pose. Let's take the right arm to the right foot, get a good quad stretch here. And exhale, release. Let's take the left arm, reach for that left foot. Maybe you just stop at the reach, or maybe you can press that foot down to the glutes. And try and reverse the arms and the hands and press further into the mat. Now, with whichever side feels most comfortable, let's start with one foot at a time and move into full frog pose. You may stop right there, or you may be able to press both feet in towards the mat. Lift the chest slightly. And use your arm strength to press those feet down towards the mat. Getting a nice quad stretch, strengthening the back. Exhale, slowly release. Extending those arms by the side, we're going to prepare for locust. Palms are up. Inhale, lift the body, lift the chin and the chest and the legs and the arms up off the ground. Squeezing the glutes, strengthening the back. Let's lengthen the shoulders from the neck and slowly exhale. Place the hands under the armpits, and we're going to inhale. Exhale, press into downward dog. We're going to move into wild thing pose. Extend that right leg up and bend it over, opening up the hips. Now we're going to use the left arm for strength, lifting the right arm into wild thing pose. On your exhale, slowly release. Press it back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And we're going to wind it over, open up that left hip. Lift the left arm and wind it around, balancing on our right arm into a wild thing pose. Exhale, slowly release, and let's bring it on down into child pose for a bit of a rest here. Nice job on that one. Just regaining the breath here before we transition into our peak pose. Let's go ahead and move it down to our back. And we're going to start with knee to chest. So let's take the left knee, bring it on into the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, take the right knee, pull it into the chest. And we're going to move into yogic bicycles here. So we're just going to slowly take one knee at a time into the chest. And when you're ready, you can place the hands behind the head and slowly rotate opposite elbow to opposite knee. Repeating for 5 times each side. And exhale, lower the feet to the mat. Here you want your knees to just be almost over the ankles. Your fingertips should touch the heels, and we're going to move into bridge. So we're slowly going to raise the hips 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe interlock the hands and the fingertips to open up the chest. Really squeezing the glutes here. We're going to hold for a couple breaths and lower 1 vertebrae at a time. And we're going to repeat this. Inhaling, pressing through the glutes, lifting. And exhale, slowly lower to the ground 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lift those glutes, press through the feet. Get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And lowering to the floor. Now let's take the hands and reverse the fingertips towards the feet, placing the hands right under the shoulders. We're going to start practicing for wheel. Press it on up. So if you know how to do wheel, go ahead and press it on up just like I've done here. Working out any kinks in the shoulders, opening up the back, pressing through the heels and the fingers, the palms of the hands, and slowly lowering back to the ground. If you're not ready to do that, go ahead and practice this here where you're just pressing into bridge with your fingertips facing your feet. Maybe you can work on pressing up through the arms to build a little bit of strength. Wheel pose is definitely more advanced. So wherever you're at in your journey is completely fine. Feel free to just stay here and practice the flexibility of the wrists and the shoulders, or press it on up into wheel. This can always be done with a chair underneath the back and with some blocks under the feet or the hands. And let's release and hug the knees to the chest. Maybe rock it out side to side or front to back. Releasing all of that energy. Let's exhale, drop the knees to the left. Opening the right shoulder. Looking over to the right. Just releasing all of that toxicity that was wrapped into our spine, and into our cores. And inhale, bring those knees back up to the chest. Exhale, drop to the right side, looking over to the left. Placing your right hand over your left knee to further the stretch. Again, just releasing any caught energy through the side of the body. Let's inhale slowly, bring yourself back to neutral, and exhale, lower those legs to the ground. Find yourself into corpse pose or savasana. I want you to take a moment to tell yourself what a great job you did today in this practice, for making it to the mat, for getting through the preparation poses, for allowing your body to release its negative energy and replace it with positive energy. Think back to what you brought to the table at the start of practice. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Or who brings you joy? Spend a moment to spread some gratitude toward that person or object, and slowly roll over to one side, waking up the body, opening the eyes, maybe wiggling the toes and the fingers. Yeah, bring yourself up to a seated position, cross those legs, inhale, arms up, namaste. Thank you.